Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. So, this reading, actually a subscriber recommended this reading and I am going to do it. A subscriber had mentioned that she wants to know why. Why did her ex hurt her? That's all she ever had was love to give. So, for all Sagittarius signs, if you have an ex who hurt you so badly and you never felt as if you got the closure, like, why did you do this to me? When we all know that deep down inside, closure is a process and closure comes from within. Closure literally is just acceptance. It's just accepting that this person wasn't healthy for you. And if they weren't healthy for you, it just means that God, the highest, your spirit guides have someone much better. But to get through the pain of what you've been through and to get through the betrayal, it's just a process. So I want to talk all about the cross watcher, and I value your time. So I'm not going to spend the whole entire reading, but a heavy portion of the reading will be all about the cross watcher who hurt you. All right, so let's take a deep dive at this. Let's see what my spirit guides and God got for y'all. Let's see all about the cross watcher. Ooh, okay. Now, with this cross watcher, there's two things that is so important for you to know. The first thing about this cross watcher, you could have been with an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini. I just heard Scorpio too. Okay. Another thing too, some of you guys can be looking at this reading because a Sagittarius did this to you. But yeah, this person was, I just heard jealous. That ain't funny. This person was really, really jealous and they were hurt before you. They came into the connection with you with more pain than you were even able to see or notice from the beginning. This person could have been very, very charming. I hear like with this person, they could have been trying to work against you. They were very manipulative. So when it comes to their manipulation, it's their words, the words that they would use. They would possibly lie to you about things that you knew weren't right. This person also could have had other options. So they were also confused about a past commitment that they were in. And if someone hurt them, or for some of you, they could have got kicked out altogether. And I don't think you've ever even known this part. What you may not know is that they could have had an ex that actually kicked them out the house. They could have had an ex that kicked them out, or some of them, I even hear foreclosure. If they owned their own home, their home could have been going into foreclosure. Some of you guys gave them money. They needed to save their house. And they could have gave you a story that actually was a lie about why they needed your money. All right. The biggest thing is that it's important for you to know that this person was a liar. I just feel like this person, their back was against the wall when they met you. And I feel like they told you things in order for you to believe them, in order to fit in with your life. So they wanted to fit in with your life. They wanted to make it seem as if they knew more. So they would probably act more intelligent. And they would also make up stories about their ex. And some of those stories some of those stories were true, but they could have made their ex to be out the bad guy when the truth is they were equally just as bad. Spirit also says like ashamed. They could have also been very ashamed of what they've been through in the past or what they've been through before you. And they wanted you to think that they had it together when they really didn't. Some of you, I just even heard papers. Some of this person didn't have their papers from the beginning. They could have lied and told you that they had their papers, or they found someone to marry them. All kinds of stuff is starting to come out. All kinds of stuff is starting to come out. And you know, you could have went through that with this person. You could have found out things as you were with them. All things could have started to come out. It's like wrong story. They could have lied. Some of them too were waiting, like trying to pass the time because they wanted their ex to bring them back into their life. And they could have had you and strung you along to comfort them through their pain while waiting for an ex to take them back. Like literally, I see someone who could have even been like laying in the bed with you. So that means some of you guys could have let this person in your house. They could have spent the night with you. But I see a vision of someone laying in the bed with you, but like in their phone while you're sleeping, you know, or you could have got up to use the bathroom, or you could have been sleeping. Either way, I see a person in their phone, and what they were doing is like scrolling through social media. They could have been spying on their ex. Another thing too, like narcissistic. This person could have been very, very controlling. So even though things could have been over with their ex, they still kept tabs on their ex. They still were trying to control their ex. They could have been trying to control an ex and still control you, even though they weren't even with the ex. All right. And be careful, because I even hear emotionally dumping. This person would try to emotionally dump on you. They would complain a lot. Sometimes when they were around you, they would talk a lot, and they wouldn't even give you an opportunity to tell what's wrong with you or how your day is going. So this person could have even just overwhelmed you with their issues. So yeah, what Spirit is basically showing is that this person wasn't right from the jump. And sometimes when you love a person, you could possibly try to ignore the red flags. This person had burdens. This person had stress. They came to you with burden, stress, confusion, and also a soulmate that they could have still been attached to. However, they had a lot of love for you. They could have thought that the other person was their soulmate until they met you. You were able to touch their soul in a way that no one else had. So your gentleness and your kindness actually shocked this person. They weren't expecting to meet somebody like you. You made them realize that they actually been settling for like a lot. But however, their pride and ego was so huge that it's like they had to figure out how to get back at an ex, or it's just crazy. Let me keep going because that was a lot. Tell me more about this person. How did they see Sagittarius? How did this ex person see Sagittarius? I knew it. They seen you as commitment worthy. I'm trying to tell you something, Sag. I want you to take a little walkie walk with me is what I'm trying to tell you. They seen you as commitment worthy. They even trusted you more than they even trusted anybody else in their life. And I know you probably throwing rotten tomatoes at the damn screen. Like, love wins. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm gonna make it make sense. But anyway, Spirit says this person had your emotions all over the place. And the truth is their emotions were all over the place. This person didn't know how to like emotionally regulate. This person could have been very, very, the biggest thing is just dishonest. They were dishonest. And when you're dishonest, like you can't keep up with a lie. That's number one. You try to keep up with a lie, eventually the lies will start to show. What it is trying to keep up with a lie. You started to research, or you could have got readings on this person, and you could have started to see like in and out behavior. They were inconsistent. One minute they would, make love to you and everything will be okay. Then the next minute, some of you, they could have been going off on you and why do you keep calling me? And you could have been like, what do you mean? Why do I keep calling you? It's like one minute they were emotionally available. Then the next minute they would get angry at you. They would get defensive with you. They would close off to you. It's like, but the thing is, it's like they did see you as commitment worthy. They did see you as a soulmate. They also seen you. Some of you Sagittariuses are very protective. If you love somebody, you can be very, very protective when you love. They could have noticed that about you, that you were willing to go to war for them. They could have loved this about you as well. Let me keep going. Spirit also says love triangle. Yeah. Whether you, like, they had an illusion of being trapped. They had an illusion of being stuck. They didn't even have the confidence to feel like, they were deserving of a commitment with you anyway. And the reason why they didn't feel like they have the confidence to be in a commitment with you, because they started the commitment with a lie. They weren't who they really said they were. But when they came against you, they realized, like, oh, so Sagittarius is real. Maybe they were used to dealing with a bunch of fakes, and they realized that, damn, what am I going to do? I lied to Sagittarius, but look, I don't even really have money. This person was not as financially balanced as you may have thought. This person could have even had lost a job. You know, you were wish fulfillment to them, but they didn't even feel worthy of you. Let me see. Spirit says too, like, some of you didn't even allow this person to court you. If you didn't allow this person to court you, if you didn't allow this person to, like, take you out and shower you with gifts, then you may not even had noticed. Like, some of you, this person could have courted you. They could have, but some of you didn't even, like, present the person the opportunity to court you, because if you would have allowed this person to court you, they probably would have ran off a whole lot sooner. You know, like, if you would have made this person from the jump, like, plan dates, you know, what are we doing? You want to get to know them. If you would have started to call them out earlier, and if you would have started to ask for their support and challenge them to, like, court you, you would have noticed that this person would have ran off a lot quicker. So let me see what else is going to come out with this person. Yeah. So some of you guys could have felt addicted to them. You could have felt chained to this person. You could have fell in love with this person. And I feel like you fell in love with the mask. You fell in love with what they were presenting to you. You fell in love with what they presented, the mask that they shown you. And you didn't really get an opportunity to see this person's true colors. And it's crazy. They tried to run from you. They felt the connection just as strong as you did. It says, I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. See, I have karmic debts. Let me tell you how scary this part is. This person, I have karmic debts that I need to pay before I can even come back to you. Do you know how scary that is? Somebody has karmic debts. It just means that they did not close the door on their past. That means they have other people that are in their energy. That means, like, they went slow with you, or they were in and out with you because they were also still, like, dealing with other people that they should have closed the door on. So they have karmic debts. It just means that whatever lessons that they were supposed to learn through other people, what other soul ties that they had that they were supposed to, like, cut the cord from, they didn't. So they had a lot of other people attached to them. And also, like, bitterness, resentment, still, some of them bitterness, resentment, still going back and forth with exes. It's almost like if you want to start something completely new, you have to abandon the idea of everybody else that you were with in order to open up a new door. So this person, they couldn't really invest in you fully because they were still tied to other things in their past. Some of them even family troubles. I see them arguing with people in their family. So they, you know, and not trying to say, like, you know, people have family drama. You can still be in love and have family drama. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say this person has a war inside of them. They had a war inside of them, whether you realize it or not. And Spirit says the biggest thing is, like, coming to close, like, closing the past was a challenge for this person, like meaning to say they had their heart in too many different places. Another thing is they struggle to be vulnerable. They struggle to show you what they had inside. They struggle to show you their true feelings. They could have been afraid. They could have been, some of them I even hear like they could have ruined your reputation. This person could have ruined your reputation. And it seems like if you did challenge them, if you did start to show them all that they have done to you, all that they have like hurt you and all that you have gave to them, then they were a runner. They were a person that would run. So it just seems like they had way too much on their plate than they can handle. But when it came to you, I think that you're not going to like to hear this, Sagittarius, but you were meant to meet this person. I feel like you were the strongest one out of all them people. You were the strongest one to like stand up to them and to challenge them and to like tell them about themselves. Like you were the strongest one. I feel like that's the reason why you still stand out to this person to this day. If they have not come back around to you, it's because they're embarrassed. Like they're embarrassed that you were able to see them for who they are. They're embarrassed because you challenged them. Like they ran. If they can't portray a facade, then they would run, because that means in order to be with you, they would have to show you who they really are. And this person was afraid to show you their self, which just means that they don't love themselves. They don't really feel good about themselves. They don't really feel secure about themselves. I hear Jekyll and Hyde personality anyway. Like this person could have had split personalities, you know, high highs and low lows. And some of them like always wanting everything to go their way. So it was hard for you to even trust them. Because you felt like when my back is against the wall, who gonna help me? Some of you felt like I can barely even get in touch with you. Like if my back was against the wall, if something was to happen to me, I wouldn't even be able to call you. I wouldn't even be able to count on you. You could have noticed that in this person's personality. Like everything was about them so much that there was no room for you. And you wanted support and you wanted love. And some of you gave so much because you were hoping that if this person could see that I don't want to hurt you, I only want to love you, and I only want to be there for you. This is what you did. I only want to love you. I only want to be there for you. And if I show you how capable I am of loving you, if I show you and prove to you that I'm not going to hurt you, I'm not like your ex, I'm not like your daddy, I'm not like your mom, I'm not going to, if I show you this good side of me, then you will stay. And spirit says like that was draining you, like you trying to prove yourself. You could have gave your power to this person, which made them feel like no matter what I do, Sag will always just take me back. So it actually did the opposite of what you wanted it to. You were hoping that if you showed them that you're there, and what they did is because they're not like, they don't appreciate things of value. This person doesn't like appreciate. Let me see what else is going on. Yeah. This is like, some of you guys had to just cut this person off because I knew it. They had you on a roller coaster ride. They had you on a roller coaster ride. But Spirit wants you to know that this person was very, very drawn to you. But once again, some of you guys they put you in a third party. You would always find out that this person was sleeping with other people. Sometimes you felt like this person treated you bad. Some of you, like, I don't know what's going on now, but some of you guys could have been ghosted from this person. You could have. And you still, like, they still pop up in your dreams. You still feel weighed down by what has happened. Like today, whatever happened to you in the past still weighs you down today. Some of you too, they could have got somebody else pregnant. They could have got somebody else pregnant and they could have ran because somebody tried to trap them with a baby. It's It's like they do lust after you, but they have so many addictions, so many unhealthy habits. Let me see what else between you and this person. See, some of you, the issue was, it shows you are too good to be true. They felt like you were just too good for them. You have to understand that a person can only love you as far as they have loved themselves. It just seems like you were just too good to be true. They didn't feel like they were deserving of you. Yeah, some of you, it was meant to be a short-term connection. And to this day, like, I don't know what season are you in with them, but they still have a crush on you. They still idolize you from afar. They still idolize you from afar. Let me see. They were starting to have strong feelings for you. Their feelings, they didn't know how to, like, they didn't know how to deal with emotion. So them having feelings for you just made them feel fearful. This is why they started to treat you bad. And for some of you, like I said, they were already into a connection. They are spying on you right now. Some of them, they felt like they can't afford you. Some of them felt like they couldn't afford you. Some of them, they were just players. They could have been all that, you know? They could have also felt like they had to compete. They had to compete with you. To me, this just all gives me the signs of somebody with like low self-esteem, insecurity, lack of maturity. This is all of it. Somebody who have no maturity in them. Somebody who still needs to grow. Somebody who still owes karmic debts. It's just, they hurt you because hurt people. That's what it looks like. They had so many unhealthy habits and so much pain inside of them that when they got something amazing, number one, they didn't even think amazing existed because they were so used to like karmics that would curse them out and they would argue back and forth and then break up and then come back together and argue. It's like you having all this information, about them. It just made, like, you made them see themselves, and that's what made them run. That's the point. They don't want to see themselves. They don't want to take accountability. It's fun when they can hide. It's fun when they feel like they have the upper hand. But when you start to see through their lies, when you start to see through their mask, when you start to hit them with the truth, it will make them run, because that's what they're running from with all these different connections in the first place. They're running from themselves by escaping, by sleeping with multiple people. They escape. They project all their pain onto other people. That means they don't have to take accountability over themselves. And if they don't have to take accountability over themselves, that means they don't have to change. A lot of people don't want to change. Even if you may feel like changing is beneficial, even though you may feel like, oh, but I had a better way, in order for them to have went with that better way, they would have to change. They would have to change their lifestyle. They would have to change who they are. They would have to stop sleeping with multiple people. They would have to get a good job or get a real job in order to support you. And some people, they don't want to do that. And a lot of people lack accountability. So tell me more about this person. Yeah, Spirit also says this person was cheap. This person was cheap and they had a lot of burdens. They would make you feel so alone. Like you would overplay scenarios in your mind. This person would make you feel so alone. This person struggled to compromise with you. It's like you were trying to compromise with this person and they struggled to compromise. And this is what Spirit is saying right here. This is the things that they're missing. Spirit says that this person, relationship takes two to balance. A relationship takes two people who are willing to compromise in order to grow. and also like joy. This person had no real joy in their life. They could have hanged on to you for the little bit of joy that they had, but they never had peace and happiness inside of themselves, and they needed to grow, and they didn't grow, and they need to learn how to like compromise. A real relationship is all about reciprocity. You know, you can't do love alone. You cannot do love alone. And I feel like if you felt alone, that means this person wasn't working with you. They were working against you. It even shows competing. So they were trying to compete with you. That's not love. They were doing the opposite of everything. But Spirit says if this person was to find happiness and joy in their life, that means they didn't value anything. They're just unappreciative of life. They struggled with growth. They probably could have been chasing things that had no substance, but if they could have, things could have worked. So they lacked the real core values that any relationship needs to grow. They never had it. That's why they couldn't give it to you. They never had it. So it shows forgiveness. Spirit even it says like when you are weak, I am strong. It's even like a reciprocity of strength. When you're weak, they should be strong for you. You know, when you feel weak, they need to pick it up, but they weren't doing that. Spirit wants you to forgive yourself and to like create inner peace. Some of you, I feel like you are in the process of it. I even just heard like, I feel like a failure. This person could feel like a failure in life. They could feel really behind in life. If you got things going on in your life that could have made them want to compete with you. Let's see what this person would say to you. Yeah, they would say, I'm sorry. Some of you could have gotten an apology already. Some of you didn't get an apology, and if you didn't, it's because this person is very prideful and just lacks the maturity to like take accountability for what they've done. So they would rather run than to like stay there. And you know, and that's another thing too. In long lasting relationships, you have to tell your partner you're sorry. You have to take accountability if you want your relationship to last. It's sad, like the energy that I'm getting, like to this day, this person still freaking adores you. They felt this connection. You weren't like making it up. They definitely felt this connection. They felt that you were commitment worthy. They just felt like they couldn't get away with things that they used to get away with other people. You wouldn't let them get away with it. You would stay on top of them. You would tell them. I don't know why I just heard the song Nook If You Buck. Some of you guys could have been aggressive with them. You could have threatened them. You could have been very aggressive and they could have been like afraid because you challenged them. They don't know how to feel, which once again, a person who's like out of touch with their own emotions. And just know that they're going to spend. I compare others to you. So it just means like they like everybody else. Suppose, you know, you guys are in separation now. Spirit even says like they hide how they feel. So this person would never tell you things like, you look so beautiful today. Or I really like you. I really want to be with you. This person was afraid to voice how they truly felt. But they compare others to you. You are the most realist person. I hear authentic. You are the most authentic person that they ever had. But they just feel like they're not enough. They are not enough. They don't know how to get on your level in order to be in a healthy relationship. They would need to become healthy, and they do not know how to do it. They can be stubborn too. Some of you walked away. It shows like I love myself enough to walk away. Some of you're the one who walked away from this person. It's like I focused on you instead of my grief. Like you could have been so like trying to help this person that you had things that you had your own pain and you had your own grief. that you started to lose focus on, and you walked away from this person so you can heal yourself. So a lot of you are the ones that, and you think this person is so easy to see through. You see what I'm trying to say? You would see through this person. You were very, very like blunt about it. And you could have told them like, I need security. I need you to step it up. Like you were very honest. Like you're being inconsistent. They would try to tell you that they're different now. But by now, Spirit is going to say like, you won't even feel safe with this person. They do not make you feel safe. See, I have trouble with intimacy. This person they struggle. They struggle to feel love. They struggle with affection. They struggle to be vulnerable. They just struggle with intimacy. And whether you know it or not, some of them is like waiting. You see what I'm saying? And with that, it just showed me also they want you to make all the effort. That's why you tired. They want you to make all the effort. Because I even hear like I'm running out of things to say. This person could have been trying to like charm their way into your life and pretend. And it's like you see through everything they do. So they're running out of things to say. So they're hoping if they would run away that you would. I haven't just heard you make love so easy. You make love easy to this person. Let me see what else. Let me just do a couple of more cards. I genuinely care about you. I'm afraid of failing in love. This person was afraid to fail in love. Some of them weren't looking for commitment, but they loved the attention that you gave them and how good you took care of them. Some of them wanted to even get you pregnant. So you see where some of them wanted to get you pregnant. Some of them only have eyes for you. Some of them weren't looking for commitment, or they didn't think they wanted commitment until they met you. I feel like some of them came into this situation with a broken heart, not expecting to fall in love. They came into the situation not looking for commitment, but then when they seen all you had to bring to the table, they got afraid, and they got afraid of failing you and of like failing themselves. But they thought about it. They thought about like what would it look like to get you pregnant? Like you could have started to open this person's heart and they could have ran. Because I even just hear like, I need your affection, like they love the affection and the attention that you gave them. And I just heard, I'm going to take this to the grave. See, they don't even want to tell you how much you mean to them. And their biggest issue is, I'm still in pain from my past relationship. So since they're still in pain from their past relationship, they don't know how to believe that. They feel like once they let their guard down to you, you're just going to hurt them like their ex did. And it's coming out again. I can't afford you. Some of them just feel like they can't live up to your expectations. And some of them did feel very, very protective over you, And they were afraid that you will judge them. Like they were afraid if I'd show you who I really am, I think you would judge me and I don't think you would want me. So they just don't think they don't believe that they are lovable just the way they are. They don't feel they're lovable just the way they are. I hear like you dress with the top of the line, like you dress really good. Some of them too were scammers. They didn't really even have money like that. Some of them were really into scamming. They wondered if you could tell. Damn. Damn. What do they love about you? They love your tongue, like the way you would tongue kiss them. You motivated and inspired this person. You made this person happy, Sagittarius. Like you were funny. They loved your booty. They probably rubbed your booty a lot. You make me, and you did. You were trying to make them be a better man and woman, but they felt like they could not live up to your expectations. They love your beautiful face. When they sleep with you, honey, they like it from the back. And they still think about you. They still think about you. Some of you guys, you spoke about vacations that you were supposed to take together that you never got to take because things just started to get crazy. They still think about what it would have been like if they were to go on that vacation with you, you know? So yeah, I knew it. This came out. They feel so embarrassed. They feel threatened and embarrassed. But Spirit is saying, like, when it comes to this person, do not chase them. They probably had the expectation that you were going to chase them. People like this, they need to feel important. They need to feel important because they don't feel important. So they need you to chase them to make them feel like they somebody when they really, like, Spirit says this is all about their childhood wounds. This person still has childhood wounds that they did not heal. And they were used to being with people who were like drama, you know? And they're a runner. They just avoid, and they are watching you. I knew it. If you have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, they still watch you. They create fake profiles in order to add you. So if you notice like fake profiles showing up, it's this person. You know? So Spirit could have also caused an ending because it shows settle. You could have been settling for this person. That was so draining. Yo, that person was draining because being in their energy just drank the shit out of me. It really just drank. My spirit guide just said, drink water. They were draining. Let me just explain something to you. All right. My spirit guides is holding me down. They said, drink water. If you are an empath, and yeah, if you're an empath, if you're on this healing journey, as you begin to heal, your energy becomes sensitive. What happens is you are so spiritually protected, especially if you're on the spiritual journey. You're so spiritually protected that what happens is your spirit guides will remove people or cause towers. I'm gonna show you the tower card. Yeah, my bottle just popped. Confirmation, baby. They will like create a tower, and they will create a tower because what's happening is if you are healing, this relationship is starting to destroy you, and it's starting to destroy, this shows the ending card. It's starting to destroy all the healing energy and all the inner work that you've been working on. Spirit will cause a tower when they know that someone is not being kind to you. Someone is taking your kindness for weakness. Here it goes. Here goes the beautiful freaking tower. And I don't know why I want to keep telling you Scorpio. Like, I know there's like a billion zodiac signs, but Scorpio keeps showing up. Damn, 30 is okay. What you don't understand is that, yeah, showing the highest priest. Many of you are the highest priest, okay? You can also have like a moon, a Venus, a rising in Pisces. So you guys are sensitive. And the more that you heal, the more that you evolve on your spiritual journey, the more that you step into your purpose on what you're supposed to do. Like, Spirit has to remove you from people that are draining your energy. Why? Because you won't be able to live your full potential. Like, Sagittarius are very, very happy, turn up people. You know what I'm saying? And they have lots of energy. They're always, going after different dreams. You having a person like this in your energy, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, it's like your dreams begin to die. Spirit can't have that for you, especially if you have a powerful mission, especially if you're like a chosen one. They have to remove these people. They have to remove these people from you, because what happens is that they become a blockage. When they become a blockage, your money even stops. Like, your money stops. Your parent starts to fall apart. You're not doing the things that you used to do. Like, you're not, even like what you said, Spirit says, even like there's things that you listed in your goals that you said that you were going to do. You stop doing what you said you were going to do. Like, you lose track of yourself when Spirit says these horrible soul ties come in your life. They can ruin you. They can spin you out of control, and it can chip away at your confidence and your self-esteem. So as much as you some of you, not all of you, as much as you probably wish the person would have stayed, just know, like, spirit even, I just even hear addiction. Some of these people were tied to your addiction. Some of you could have been on certain drugs that you would be clean. And then when you go back to this person, you back on that drug, or when you go back to this person, you back to like drinking, or you're just back to like spending. You're just back to other habits that don't support your evolution. And this is why they take the person, because they're a bad influence. Spirit also says, like, you lost trust in the person anyway. You lost trust in them, and like your body showed it, you know? And you just watch tarot, and everybody knows when you become too addicted to tarot, it becomes a distraction to your life. So just know that they hurt you really bad because this person has really toxic traits, and they don't know how to value real love because they don't love themselves. This is why they always say, when you always hear people say, oh, you got to love yourself first. That's the only reason why. If you do not fully love yourself, you won't be able to love someone else fully. Or if you don't love yourself, you will abandon yourself to love somebody else and neglect yourself. This is why loving yourself is important, because you will see the importance of like reciprocal love. All right. Like, I don't know. This world is just like, this world is like crazy to me. I swear, like, this world is different. You can't go into love blindly. You cannot go into love blindly. You cannot go into love heart first. And yes, you probably have the biggest heart in the world. Yes, you want to give your heart away, but some people just, not everybody has great intentions. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of toxic masculines out here that are running from the inner work and that are sleeping with women in order to get their ego stroked. A lot of toxic masculines, they need women to prey on to feel like they're enough, or like they even are anybody. Like, some of these toxic masculines are so goddamn insecure. Like, that's why they run when you see it. When you see it, they run because they are so afraid of anybody seeing them for who they truly are. They the ones who run the most. It's like, I don't give a damn how old they are. 40, 50, 35. I don't care how old they are. There's like unhealed masculines running up on these streets. And, as a woman, I just pray for your discernment. You need to be discerning with these men, and you need to not give them your power. I just pray for your discernment, and I pray that every time you meet someone, you get God's confirmation. Sometimes you got to meet people because they teach you. They mold you. They make you way more wiser, stronger. I swear, like, I feel like I'm a walking psychology book now because of some of the people I have met in my lifetime. And I feel like karmic partners will teach you the fucking most, like, and they teach you through the worst pain that you will ever feel in your life. Some of them too have like sexual problems and sexual trauma. Like, let's be for real. Y'all really don't want me to dish it out. Some of these men don't even like women like that. Some of these men really like other men, and they're too embarrassed to live as, a homosexual. So they will prey on women because they're fighting that battle inside of themselves that don't know what to do. Like, I really love men. I want to be with men, but society tells me that I have to be with a woman. So I just say like, be careful. Be careful. Another thing too, like some men are opportunists. They ain't really got nothing going on for themselves, and they see you, Sagittarius, you abundant, and you're excited about life, and you're going after your dreams, and they see you and they want to hop on the train in hopes that they can take your money because you're a nurse, or take your money because, you're doing amazing things with your life. So like, you got to use your discernment. you know. Let me see what's coming to you though. I've been here like mental spirit. My spirit guide just told me like, don't forget about mental issues. Some of these people have mental issues that they're fighting, and their spirit also says they're denying. They could be using numbing medications because they have mental issues. Like some of them could be like suffering with like schizophrenia, or some of them could be sociopaths. Some of them could be bipolar, you know, and or like struggling with deep depression, and you over here with your kind big heart thinking that you can take on this person's mental issues or their deep traumas, and you I'm telling you, like, you will be so shocked to know what people are really battling inside. Sagittarius, I swear, like, don't date looking at the person's clothes and shoes and their cute face and their charming words. That, like, when you feel the person's energy, they got a storm bubbling up inside of them, and you just gotta ask God to give you the courage to like cut the soul tie, you know. But I see like your person's energy definitely drained you. Can I tell you why? When my spirit guide said, "Oh, drink water," I just drank some water. I feel free from their energy. Like, I know if you're not with this person no more, you feel free, because I feel free. I'm trying to limit my cursing. I'm trying to be professional, y'all. I know you feel free, because I feel so free. Like, don't you hear my energy just went back up? Some of them, they will drain you and brainwash you and put you into confusion and all this stuff. And it's them who got the problems. They're insecure. They still, you know, arguing with they ex. Like, come on. Let me see what's coming towards you. I'm like, look at it. Sometimes Don't you love this, honey? Don't you love this when the victory is yours in the end? Sometimes your spirit guides got to get all those people out your way so that you can get the victory and success that you need without somebody using you or abusing you. Or how can you go after your dreams if you're so in love with Tom and Tom is constantly cheating? Now you got to check Tom, you got to check Tom's third party, you got to check everybody. It's so exhausting. It's so exhausting. If spirit freed you, they freed you because they need you, and you are so worthy. You are so worthy of more than that. That's why. Because spirit feels like you have no idea of how worthy you are, and you need to like challenge the story over your life, and you need to challenge your thoughts, and you need to claim that. Like you need to reinvent the way you see yourself and tell yourself every day, like, your news story is like, you are so worthy and deserving of reciprocal, healthy love from like genuinely kind, high value men. Because the moment that you settle, you are going to be so lost and hurt within your own self. That's why I said forgiveness. You got to forgive yourself. But you have a brand new beginning. You have so much victory, success, and it shows the heart. Like, you could have had so many obstacles when it came to love, and this could have prolonged your love. Like, and whoever hurt you is still conflicted, defeated, lost, emotionally unavailable. Like, that's another thing. You can't love somebody who's closed off from their heart. Whoever hurt you is still conflicted, defeated, despaired, emotionally withdrawn, no money. Like, they still ain't get it together. That's what, man, y'all ain't ready for me, are y'all? Sometimes spirit knows what this person's strengths are. And sometimes spirit knows where they're trying to bring you. And they know that this person does not have the strength to hold you to where they taking you. That's the truth. This person couldn't come with you because they're too weak. The two, they couldn't come with you. You're strong. You find your way out of everything. If your heart gets broken, you go into spirituality, you cry, you build yourself back up. If you lose money, you find another hustle, you get your money back. Like, you will always go and rely on the spiritual realm or prayer. You do what you do in order to bounce back. This person could not had withered the storm with you. They knew that this person was not strong enough. They weren't strong enough mentally, emotionally, financially to carry you. When the person said they can't afford you, it's the truth. They didn't have no money. So everything would have been on you. Now you're opening a new door and you have to carry yourself. Some of you even have kids. You have to carry yourself, carry your kids, and carry a big grown man. Spirit said, hey, oh, hell nah. We're not doing this. Like, what your new story is, they will suffer while you will charge off into victory. That's just it. Right? You gave real love. You were so genuine. So you're going to get love. This person gave you pain. They took your money, so they're going to lose money and they're going to suffer. That's just it. That is what karma is, to be honest with you. But let me tell you something. Do not carry the pain of what this person has done to you, because I'm going to tell you something, honey. You should be here. But if you carry the pain, if you allow yourself to hold on to what they've done to you, you will suffer with them. And you don't deserve that. Spirit wants to release you. If you keep holding on to what they did and carrying it, that's all it's going to do is make you down here with them. But if you have the power to release it, which you will, it looks like you definitely will. Some of you guys even got some new cars. You gonna stun on your ex. Drive past a neighborhood with your brand new car while they on the porch crying. I'm trying to tell you something. But let me see what else is gonna, like, you could have been heartbroken about this ending, but they're ending it for you. Look, oh my goodness, stop playing. They're ending it for you because there's a love that you are deserving of, not somebody who gonna gaslight you and trying to make you feel less than. Somebody who is gonna handle it with you. So I'm going to go on to the extended. I send you all so much love and light.